Hey, collective, how are you guys? I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to get y'all a quick reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Problems to be resolved. Okay. Ink pot. Something could have spilled. Maybe something's been spilled. Maybe there's some kind of mess that needs to be cleaned up here. Let's see. Problems to be resolved. We have an empty chair here. Somebody's leaving. Oh, wow. Okay. So somebody could be leaving another person's life, or maybe you're leaving someone else's life. I wonder if this has something to do with what I heard coming into the reading. It's interesting because I feel like someone feels like they're not being seen. I don't know if this is it's got to be somebody in the collective actually, because that's what I was picking up in the energy coming into it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's by someone who's been in your life. It says, be careful not to take risks. Okay. These are some interesting cards. Let me get one more. Dagger, fear. Okay, fear, worries, tense situation. See, something's happening here. I feel like somebody's life could definitely be changing in some way. It's very, I know that it's difficult, especially during times like this, but it is important to try and remain, try and be as positive as you possibly can. I feel like somebody needed to leave someone else's life or needs to leave someone else's life. Okay, so this empty chair, this may not be the worst thing here. But I don't know if this is creating some kind of problematic situation in another person's life. Like if you depend on this person for finances or for stability in some way, of course, that could create a bit of an issue here. But why do I think this is for your good? I feel like this is going to end up helping you. Or maybe you're the person that's actually leaving. For some of you, actually, I feel like that could be it. Something here has been kind of unresolvable is what I'm getting. Like it, I almost want to say, make sure you do this in a good way. If this is you actually walking out, don't just get up and leave and maybe make a big scene or whatever. I feel like you need to do it in a tasteful way. I'm not sure why. Maybe this has something to do with work, actually. Whatever it is, you could obviously feel because of the changes, you may actually be feeling like there's a lot of tension rising within you, some kind of worries or something that's happening as a result of it. And I think that's natural, a lot of times. But I think what you're also going to find out, we're going to keep going, but I think what you're going to find out is that this feels to me like it's going to turn almost like things in a good direction for you, a better direction for you. You may have felt like whoever was around you. Okay, so this could definitely be around work, but just take it as it resonates here. I feel like you may have been dealing with someone. I was hearing like you felt like you weren't being seen. So maybe somebody has not been the easiest to deal with. Maybe you feel unappreciated in some way. And there could have definitely been some kind of issue here that someone has failed to try and resolve or to clean up in any way. And maybe that's why you feel like you gotta let this person go or leave their life in some way. I think there was more to the story though. Why is it so necessary? So I'm trying to figure out why I'm feeling so heavily that it's necessary for you to handle things. Maybe that's just in general. Maybe it's just important to handle things in general, right? In a classy way, regardless, right? I think handle them from like, a higher way as opposed to whatever's been going on here. This could have definitely felt, I don't even know that this has been intentional, honestly, but it could have definitely felt like you were doing a lot or doing a lot for other people or one particular person, or maybe you were the only one trying and they weren't giving back in some way. I do think there was some problematic situation where you were just kind of expected to get over it. You could be dealing with a dark woman here. It says dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair, or maybe that is you. Then I have eagle, triumph over the troubles. And this is what I was feeling. I feel like just getting out of someone's life or getting someone out of your life in some way and handling it basically in the highest way possible that you can, okay? It's going to actually help you. It's going to, I don't know why I'm saying this, increase your energy flow in some way. So maybe this has been very draining for you as well. I also feel like there's something here about your sacral or something here about it's almost like it stifled your progress in some way, but I feel like this has something to do with almost like your ideas. Maybe because you were so focused on another situation, it's limited you in some way from actually being able to push forward to to have progress in your life in some way. So that's going to open up that. And this is the eagle. Okay. The thing about the eagle is think about the eagle, how high the eagle flies. Okay. How they're able to see everything. This is what I'm feeling about you. You could definitely be a seer, but you're very intuitive. It's almost like, and maybe that's why I was also hearing to do it in the right way. It's like see things from a higher viewpoint. Why did this need to happen? Why does this need to happen? And at this time, right? Don't stress out about the situation based on the unknown because it looks like you're going to have triumph over it, whatever it is. Okay, let's see. Also, what is this? I'm interested in this claw here because the claw very it says to be careful, do not take risks. And I feel like this has something to do with whatever this situation is. And maybe again, I'm going to go back to the eagle. I feel like it has to do with handling things in the right way. So even if you have to leave someone's life, even if you felt like this person brought a lot of tension to your life, a lot of problems to your life, you can handle it the right way. That's what I'm getting because honestly, you're going to be the one that excels, okay, because of this situation. I don't know what this is about, but let's see. I'm going to use this deck, I guess. Let's see what this is. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective, please? Call, hearing from them. Okay, so this could be somebody here. Somebody's going to call you. Let's see what this is about. Could be hearing from somebody here about that. Okay, it's an ex-lover here that's trying to spark up something here. It's very unexpected. All of a sudden, you may not know that this is actually coming. I wonder if this is part of the risk here. It says, be careful, do not take risks. Handle things in the right way. If you're trying to leave another situation and go backwards to someone else, okay, because this does look like an ex-lover, or if you're considering that because maybe they've popped back up, again, I'm going to go back to what I said. You got to handle that, I think, in the right way here. I think this could be very tempting here. Oh my God, yeah, this could definitely be very tempting here. This is somebody that you feel a magnetic attraction with. There's a lot of passion in this particular situation here. But look at this. Insecurities and self-esteem. I don't know if you would even be in the best place to... I just don't know if you're going to be in the best place at this particular time to deal with something like this, because I do think that whoever I'm reading for is trying to get out of something else, trying to get out of another situation. And it's almost like I feel like you're being implored to do things the right way so that you're not actually dredging up more karma, okay, or negative karma. So I think whatever you've been through here, you're going to need to heal through that. And it may be, it may feel good, okay, to hear from somebody here from the past or to jump into another situation because maybe you feel like you've missed that in your life. But I do think that there's something here that needs to be worked out first. Yeah, look at this. Definitely. It's about honesty, truth here. Wow. And I want to be very clear about this. This does not have to be romantic. This does look like it's romantic here. But it does have to be something that you are taking care of. If you have other responsibilities somewhere else and someone else is trying to come back into your life, I almost want to tell you, don't be so eager just to jump back into it. You need to think about things for a while. Not a while, but you need to think about things, okay? Somebody here could have been watching you, to be honest with you. They want to give you some kind of honesty here. They feel like they need to be honest with you, express some kind of truth here. I feel like you might be going through your own stuff, though, your own changes. Now, if this is happening beforehand, this could be what's putting you in your head. Notice that this card says, be careful not to take risks. So if you are involved with someone else, obviously very important that you handle that the right way, okay? Even if you're getting out of a situation, whether it be, you know, with family or what have you, take your time with this situation. I think anybody that really wants to reignite or, you know, have a, you know, basically re-spark things, I think that they will be patient. That's what I'm getting. You are going to hear from somebody. I feel that very strongly. These cards are laid out, I mean, pretty clearly. I don't think that you trust this person, though, fully. Although you may be very magnetized to them in some way, you may very well have a lot of attraction for them. I think they also, you already have other stuff going on with your security or feeling maybe a bit insecure. I think that they're actually bringing some of that stuff up in you as well. And it has to do with not being able to trust them for some reason. So maybe this has something to do with whatever happened between you guys. If something here negative happened in the past. Okay, let's keep going. All right, what is that? Safety and comfort. Marriage, sacred union. Oh my God. Okay. Here's the thing. I think whoever I'm talking to, honestly, is with someone else. Okay, you could actually be married with someone else. If it's not your reading, it's just not, but I do feel that. Okay, I feel like you could be with someone else or in another situation here. Okay, living situation, like I said, some other situation, whatever this is, that would require some kind of change on your part. All right, I think it would also interfere with some kind of safety and comfort that you have, which makes me think that you're married. We see sacred union right here. But the thing about it is I don't know that you're happy. I would never tell you to stay in a situation where you're not happy, but I think this is more about, but do I just jump to something else because it's came back into my life? And it's something that's familiar to me, and that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's interesting here because I almost want to tell you, especially with be careful, do not take risks. Like you had to be very careful with how you play this. If you're not happy in a situation, get out of it first. Take the high road. Don't text with exes. That's what I want to say here. And I think this is going to take a lot of courage and strength on your end as well. So I'm in another bad situation. I want to go back to something that maybe I find thrilling in some way, or something that I wanted before. But you got to deal with your situation first. Okay? And look at this. No second chances here. So this is the thing. Why has this happened? You know, why is the past in the past? Why are you no longer with this person? Is this worth the risk? That's what I'm getting here. Look at this too. Competition and the other woman. Okay, and we already saw a dark hair woman here. I don't even know that this person that's coming in trying to be honest with you, they're very drawn to you. Okay, very drawn to you. I don't even know if this person is even free themselves. I definitely feel like there's another person that's still here in the picture. Okay. What else, Spirit? Social media. See, somebody's keeping tabs on you. Keeping tabs on you, watching you. Maybe they've been waiting here for some kind of divine timing to try and reach out to see how things are going. If you're posting stuff about your current relationship or situation, maybe that's also something else that they've been watching here. Again, waiting for, oh, I heard the time to strike. I was not going to say that. Okay, so maybe waiting for the perfect time to strike, okay, to reach out. Is this an optimal time for this? Yeah, look at this though on the bottom. Again, third party. There's other people involved. I think you're both married or you're both involved with other people. That's what I get. And regardless of how deep this connection runs or how, I don't even know if it runs deep. I mean, it could, but how deep this connection feels or how connected you guys or how drawn you guys are to one another, I almost feel like this is a test. It's like spirit saying, listen, do you want more drama in your life or do you want to experience, bad karma in a sense? Because we reap what we sow. It is important to shut out other things and to be honest about it. So this is a lesson in that. Even if you are unhappy, even if you do feel like you're with the wrong person, you have to let that person know. And also leave the situation. You just got to handle it in a different way. That's what I feel. Okay. And why do I keep saying a different way? Maybe this was not the case before. Spirit, what else? Hierophant here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is all about your spiritual wisdom here. Somebody who really needs to go within here and get some answers. I feel like I just said, I feel like spirit is imploring you to handle things the right way. And I'm getting it again. Don't act on this. Don't act on this. It's going to feel like it's drawing you in. That's what I feel. And again, this is the part where I feel like we're getting here, that this is kind of a test. This is a test. How far have you come? How far have you grown here? It could be very tempting for you, but you need to take time and really evaluate this. Even if you do want to get out of something else, get out of that situation first. Don't drag them down this path with you. Okay, they probably don't deserve that. And regardless if they do or not, that's going to create some problems for you. Use your spiritual knowledge here is what I'm feeling. I think you have someone who maybe is going to come on quite strong, okay? Yeah, this is the person that's been watching you for a while, but for some reason they didn't want to approach you, and maybe due to something that's happened before. This is a person that's been in their head quite a bit over this particular situation, but it looks to me like they're finally releasing some kind of fear. And they're tired of waiting on a situation to turn around. And I think they're tired of waiting on you to maybe be single or to welcome them in some way. Yeah. Interesting. That's very interesting because that's more like one-sided. Someone feeling like this is one-sided, like I have all of these emotions, but I can't really act on them because of something that's happened here. Yeah, I feel like, with the ending here with the hermit, I definitely feel like spirit is saying to you, go inward. Okay, good. Don't listen to the words that are coming out. That's really what I feel. Don't listen to what you're being told here. Don't buy into that in some sense. You have to take control. Listen to your inner guidance, okay? Listen to your inner guidance. And I don't know what happened with the situation in the past, but that might help you too, just to kind of remember, what has kind of taken place here in the past, if something did. It's almost like someone's making you feel good. And I do feel like you must have a pretty deep connection with this person. However, does that make it right? Did you hear my cat? My cat said no. There's your sign right there, okay? He never misses. All right, so pay attention to that. This could have been a person, too, that may have breadcrumbed you a little bit in the past and brought in some kind of competition anyway into this situation. Yeah, I just feel like you're making it, yeah, you're changing something. You are definitely changing something, leaving something behind here, that's for sure. So, again, I definitely feel like this is a test. I definitely feel like this is a test. Look at this, pure positivity, ultimate happiness. You feel good about the change that you're making, okay? And then boom, here comes somebody else from the past, like they've been waiting. Maybe the energy has even shifted here in the dynamic as they've been watching you, okay? So now it's like, okay, now I can come in, and spirit's like, listen, you better listen to your spiritual wisdom on this, okay? Go within, get your answers. Don't just let this person who seems to me like they might be a bit sly, okay, come into your life here, because that might end up being a problem. See, look, no second chances here. Feeling like something here is dead. So although I'm leaving something else, um, that maybe not is for me, I don't know that this is where I need to go here. Look at this. Somebody here could actually repel. Okay, they could rock climb, something like this. But the card is about courage and strength. I think it's going to take a lot of courage and strength actually to even walk away from this person, to say no second chances for me here, right? I don't need to be competitive here. It says other woman with other women, with other women. Yeah, look, see? You're selling away from this. Okay, you're moving away from these toxic energies. So whatever you're in currently, it looks like you're moving away from. And then whoever this person is that's coming in as well, I think you're viewing them as maybe it's more sexual, and maybe it is. Maybe it brings out the worst in you in some way. Maybe you feel like this person is still intertwined with other toxic energies or attachments in some way. Also, I feel such a heavy draw to this. This whole relationship can feel a bit obsessive, okay? Like you're obsessed with each other. And that's not healthy either. Yeah. No. So you've been yeah, look at that. No. You're on your way to something else is what I feel. And I don't feel like this is about going into a relationship. I feel like this is more so about just you've been through this whole line of recovery. Some of you seem to still be in it, okay? You're still recovering from this, from the toxicity. You're still recovering from the, whatever this was, the falling out of a particular situation. You don't want to go back into that, I feel, and relive that. You feel like this could have been maybe worked out, but due to a lot of arrogance here, you know, maybe that created a lot of delays here. And I just feel like you're moving into a time here where you're going to just be focused on you. Okay. Now, I do love the King of Pentacles energy, right? Because they're very practical. You can be focused a lot on your business here, your abundance, but they're also very reliable and caring. All right. But the practicality is what really stands out to me, because I don't know why I feel a little off kilter with this person that's trying to come back into your life here. I think they get you that way, or I wouldn't be feeling that way. Something about their energy throws your energy off. And I talked about almost the obsession between the two of you. It's almost like there's an addiction between you two. And so again, I think you're addressing this from a whole different place this time. You understand that, yeah, I could go back into that. And yeah, I did think about that at one particular point, but that's not healthy for me. Right now, I need to really think about my own stability is what I feel. I could be talking to a King of Pentacles here that's been dealing with a woman with dark hair or something like that. Or it could be any way. You know how these things go. Don't get too caught up on gender. All right, Spirit. So what else does the collective need to know here? Yeah, look at that. Queen of Pentacles upright. Yeah, I feel like this person might be yeah, they're going to be a poor investment for you, definitely. So I think that whatever you're feeling here, that you will be feeling is right. You know that you have to focus on yourself here. You know that this person could actually end up creating problems for you. Maybe it takes your focus even off of your own stability. It could be off of your family, something like that. And I don't think you want to feel like that again. This person definitely got you off of your path in some way, and you feel that. And maybe it's just because you've went through some kind of your own healing here. All right. I think you are focused on the new, on new projects, on being inspired in a different way, on igniting other passions here. I do think that you're going to have new opportunities to do that. And I love, here's a card of strength again. You're learning yourself. I don't need to be competitive, okay, with all of this. You also understand that this person, you don't want to compete for somebody else's love, for their affection, okay? And you don't want to be put, I feel like, in third parties too, right? Because you found a sense of self-love, self-respect. And I love the strength card anyway, because it's all about taming the beast, right? I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I can't let myself fall prey just to, attraction or to passions that I have or chemistry that I have with someone else, right? I have to keep focused. This is what I think you're doing, and I think that's going to help you a lot in this specific situation here. I don't know what this other thing is that you're trying to leave behind. Maybe it's a part of all of this together. All right, we have great central sun unity. Become aware of ideas, consciousness, and existence beyond the known. So you could definitely be growing a lot here spiritually. You could be working on yourself. You could be a spiritual teacher or something like that. But definitely tuning in to a lot of sacred knowledge at this particular time. So you're not, it's weird because when I'm looking at this as opposed to this, it's like I'm not interested in the mundane. To me, this is mundane. Okay, why would I go backwards into a situation that did not serve me before? And this situation doesn't look like it did. It looks to me like it could have been sexual here. Maybe purely sexual is what I'm saying. Chakra balance, peace. Through energy, breath, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace. Okay, so make sure that you're working on that and also to stay balanced. Okay, this may be also why you seem to have such good perspective here, because you've been able to do that. You've been able to really tune in. Maybe you do meditate a lot here. You've been able to really tune in though and calm yourself, and you're just not, I don't think that you're easily swayed the way that you could have been before. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you're much stronger in your resolve here. Yeah, to see through things. So even if you are tempted, I think that you would handle it in a different way. I just don't see you being swayed by it. Look at that. Here's the owl here of wisdom. Use all your senses to perceive the wisdom and information you are seeking. We already saw that in the top cards when it came out here. Spirit is really imploring you to kind of utilize that to really help you. Okay. Don't get sucked in because someone has a silver tongue because they know all the right words to say, okay? That's not going to bring you happiness. That's going to bring you very temporary gratification, maybe, okay? But this person does come with a lot of conflict is what I think here. And also, I think whatever this obsession is that you guys seem to have with one another, when you get together, it's just not the healthiest, okay? You seem to be in a pretty healthy place. And I would think that you probably want someone that's going to kind of match that frequency for you, okay? I think I'm going to leave it right there, guys. I do need to get on my next call, but hopefully this helps some of you. I will see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.